guys, Blue's Not here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm back with another match vlog. Now, today, this match vlog is a little bit of a special match vlog because, as you can already tell from the title, this is actually my 100th vlog on my YouTube channel. And to celebrate that, I decided to, instead of just doing a normal match vlog where I do like the pre-game talk, go to the stadium, talk about the team sheet, and then just kind of like do fan voice when I'm at the game, I'm actually gonna be doing a kind of a deeper kind of match vlog where it's kind of like I would say this is kind of like a life of being a Quakes fan doing match day, and how do I actually like prepare to go to the stadium. Just a little bit kind of a deeper insight, something that I usually never film, but I will of course will be included in this video. So yeah, we are roughly about 5 hours before the kickoff, and I'm actually gonna go to my room, get myself changed, get ready to get my game gear on, and yeah, let's go right now. So that's all the gear that I will be wearing in this game. So now I'm just pretty much wearing all the stuff that I just showed you a minute ago. I got, of course, my Quakes official home kit. I got the scarves and also the Cali Classico hat. Now usually I do this right before I'm actually gonna be going out to the train station, but because I did this a little bit early today, I have to of course wait for a bit. So yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for about an hour and a half. Obviously I still need to charge my phone. My phone is actually not 100% as I'm recording this. So yeah, I will of course see you guys in 2 hours. Right guys, now we are heading to the train station right now, and usually at this point this is where I do my signature "Yo guys, Blue's Not Here" moment, but today I'm not gonna do that because I already did it. And usually this is where I do my kind of little mini pre-match talk. Who are we going to be facing tonight? By the way, the team that we'll be facing tonight is the Columbus Crew, but I'll give a little bit more detail once we're actually in the stadium. For now, we're going to just go and walk to the train station. Right, so now I am currently up at the train station. As you can see, oh, there's a lot of Giants fans on the other end of the platform. Looks like there's going to be a game tonight. Now usually I go over there, see that little shed there? I'm not sure you can even see the ticket barrier, but usually that is where I get my tickets to the game. But recently I have brought this, if it actually show, it is called a Clipper card. It's basically like a transit card where you load up money into the car and you can just go and tag on this machine, which is right here. And all you have to do is do this, and there you go. I gotta remember to make sure I tag off when I get off the train, because usually I forget to do that. Now for those of you of course wondering, why in the world do I always tend to take the train to even not only just go to Quakes game but also go to Giants game, and why can't I just drive there? I mean, isn't that a little bit more convenient to do it? Well, it's kind of convenient and it's kind of not, and the reason why I say that is because when you actually drive down there, once you get to the stadium, it depends on what time you actually get it, but as soon as you get closer to kickoff time, usually there's a big traffic jam. And also parking there, it's not free, okay? It actually costs $25, and in many ways taking the train is actually cheaper than actually just go to and pay the parking there, because the train for one way here down to Santa Clara is actually about $9.25 and something like that, and the round trip is about like $18.50. So you actually save about almost $6.50 just by taking the train. And yes, I know the train is a little bit slower. If you drive here to Arai Stadium, it usually takes at maximum of 45 minutes if there's no traffic on the 101. But you know, taking the train is very convenient, and you know, you just sit there and just kind of relax. You don't have to worry about traffic, you don't have to worry about crazy drivers on the highway and stuff like that. So yeah, that is pretty much the big reason why I decided to take the train to the game instead of actually driving. By the way, I am of course going to keep giving you guys some tips about, you know, how to actually go to the game in a very efficient way. And now for pretty much the next, I don't know, 10 minute. Just gonna take a stand. This is usually where I, of course, do when the train does come. This is where I usually stand and kind of like film the train. Tag off. Now usually, you see that bus stop right there? Usually we go there to take the VTA 10 bus shuttle. It's a free shuttle, that is, to Avaya Stadium. By the way, that used to be the only way to get to the Avaya Stadium, but I'm actually going to take an alternative route, and I will show you just in a minute. Right, so of course this is the new alternative route. Now you're probably wondering, okay, there's nothing special about this. This is just an old underpass to the other side. Well, this section right here, as you can see, this is actually the old part of it. The part that we are entering right now, right here, this is actually new. This actually just opened last week, and I was actually going to try to show some footage of it, but because of the fact that there is actually some loud music, I honestly cannot believe the fact that they even there was like a DJ right around there and how he was playing loud music, and I couldn't really record it, and there's also was a lot of people. That is why I didn't do footage of it. And now, as we come up here on to this kind of ramp, again, this new ramp right here, this is completely brand new. They just done this last week. The only difference between this last week and this week is the fact that there's no celebration. Like, they really actually made it look like a celebration. They had like balloons around these railings right here, and they even gave away like a free water bottle, which I have it right here. And yeah, I mean, they gave away a lot of stuff. And as you can see, that is actually the exit. And yeah, this is of course now brand new. So basically, for all of you guys that of course go to the stadium, you now have two options now. You can either take the bus over there or just go through this underpass. Now, of course, this alternate route does sounds pretty good, and the fact that now you don't actually have to wait for the bus, and how when you get on the bus, you usually get cramped up by a lot of fellow Quakes fans and stuff like that. It sounds like this route is much simpler. Well, there is a catch to this route, and one of the catch I will say is that it's actually not a very short walk to the stadium. It's actually a pretty long walk. It's I believe it's about a mile walk to the stadium. So for those of you that of course have some disability of walking, or you're just kind of like lazy and you don't want to walk the whole mile to the stadium, then I would not recommend this route, because it's not a very short walk. It might sound like a very short walk when you look on the map, but in reality it's actually a mile of a walk. But I think for now on, I would probably take this route for my rest of the Quakes games that I go, because it's much easier and I don't have to wait for the bus and don't have to get cramped up on the bus. So this, of course, was the parking lot that I was talking about earlier, of how you have to pay like $25 a bit. And even when you park it here, it's still quite a walk to the stadium, which is over there. And actually, this is not the only parking lot in the stadium. There's actually one more over there around that building. And that parking lot over there, as you can see, that parking lot over there, that actually costs around, I think, $30 or $40. So yeah, now you know how driving to here is not necessarily a very good thing, because it actually costs a lot of money for parking. There's really rarely any spot around this area where you can actually park for free. Right, so here we are at the side of the stadium. You can see there's even a lovely BMW car over there. See that entrance right there where of course people are going into the stadium? Now this is one of the most common mistakes that fans actually made, and I actually made that same mistake last week. And that entrance right there, you think that is actually one of the alternative entrance to go instead of the one over there. That is actually not an entrance unless of course you actually sit in the club level, which of course I will mention it once I'm in the stadium. But that entrance of course is only for club level and also suite level. So if you do not have a club level ticket or a suite level tickets, then do not go there, okay? They will deny you, okay? I learned that from last week. And of course, instead of going through here, we will of course be going to this entrance right here. See where all the security people are right there? This of course is the entrance that you should be entering in. By the way, there's also the tickets office right there and the will call. But yeah, this is of course the entrance that you want to go in. Of course I'm not going to go in there just yet because I have another thing that I will of course show you of what I do when I go to Quakes game. Right, so now I am actually going to be walking in the southern end of the stadium. As you can see, right over that fence, that's where the stadium is. By the way, this fence right here, this is actually just temporary because I think you see that path right here. I think they're probably fixing it or something like that. But what I'm gonna do is that I am actually gonna be walking to a very small, kind of like a little small tiny mall right around this area. And this is an area where you can of course get all the food and stuff like that. And this is another helpful tips that I will say about anyone that want to get some food when they go to a Quakes game. Don't go inside to those food trucks right there as you see to buy food, or don't even go to the concession stand. Instead, go to this little mini mall that I'm about to show you guys to get some food, because this little mini mall has a Chipotle and an In-N-Out, and their prices are so much cheaper than the food truck right here and also the concession stands in the stadium. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna show you guys this little mini mall right now. So here we are here at this little mini mall. I know it's not really a mall, it's more of a square, and there's actually a lot of things to eat here. Obviously you got an extra mile right there. You got a barbecue shop over there, and you also got a pizza place. You also got a Chipotle and Starbucks around there. And finally, you're not gonna see it just yet, but there also is an In-N-Out over there, and that of course is where I'm gonna go and eat. Now obviously one thing that I will have to warn you about these kind of shop is that you are going to be expecting a couple of minutes of wait, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes, which is longer than when you go to like the food truck and the concession stand. So if you're of course in a hurry and you really need some food, these are the places that you do not want to go because you're gonna expect to wait. Right, so now we are walking back to the stadium. The reason why I actually didn't film what I actually ate and the burger that I bought is because first, sitting inside. Second, there was this very creepy guy looking at me in a very funny way. Well, not a funny way, but in a very kind of shifty way that I was kind of fear of actually filming in the restaurant. And third of all, you know, I usually never film with a lot of people around the area except when I'm actually at the game. So yeah, that of course are my three reasons why I didn't film there. By the way, the food that I ate was a cheeseburger. I just ordered a cheeseburger because I actually have a water, and they actually are having a root beer night tonight. So they're giving away 3 cups of root beer, which will be pretty interesting. We're gonna obviously taste that. But first, once we're in the stadium, I'm gonna give you guys a tour around the stadium, and after that, we're gonna go get our root beer. So here we are inside the stadium. By the way, every time when you get in through the gate, they give you a Matchday program. And you see those club area right there? That is what I was talking about, how they are like the club seat area. You got the suites right here. And this section right here, this is where the players goes out. Inside over there, that's where the players and the locker rooms are. There's even a Quakes store here. And there's the mini buffet. Of course, you can get into that area if you have like club seats. And of course, foods are included if you do have a club seat ticket. And then right under here in the home end of the stadium, there is all the different types of scarf. Not just Quakes or MLS team scarf. There's also different countries and different clubs. As you can can see right there. I still couldn't find where Chelsea is though, but those are all the scarves there. Also this section right here, this is where the Ultra goes up, and this is where they of course sit. There's even a sign right here. There's the supporter section. And then right down here, this of course is the standing terrace area. This is where I usually go every single game before I go to my seats to of course see the players train. So they haven't started the goalkeeping training yet. This is where I usually stand for the pre-game just to see the players train before I get to my seats. This is also the area where I do my team sheet talk and all the prediction and stuff like that. And then this is potentially my favorite part of the stadium and one of the most unique features here at Avaya Stadium, besides of course the outdoor bar. And that is the 7-Up Epic Center. This is of course, if you have like a family, this is a perfect area to play around. You got slides, you got different games, different prices and stuff like that. There's also a couple of tents right there, just kind of like advertising and stuff like that. And then of course, as I said before, we also have the outdoor bar, which is the largest outdoor bar in the world. And this area right here, this is a perfect area to have a picnic. So you got the food truck right there in the background. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna actually go over there to get my root beer, and we're gonna see how good it is. So this of course is the root beer. By the way, I thought the root beer was free, but it turns out you actually have to pay like about $5 for it. But yeah, let's take a taste right here. It's alright. I mean, I have tasted root beer before. This one is pretty good. It's not the best that I've tasted, but yeah. Alright guys, I am now back here under the terrace, and I think that's pretty much it for all the things that I usually don't show on my match vlog. Pretty much done and dusted, and I think now we are actually going to be doing things that we always do in our match vlog, which of course is talking about this game. Now of course today the Quakes are taking on the Crew, and once again this is another must-win game for us. Obviously, despite the fact that we did beat the Rapids last week and we got 3 points, we're still not above the red line. We're still 2 points back of Vancouver, and they actually have like about 2 games in hand now. I think we're also 2 games back of Seattle, who is literally playing also the same amount of games that we are playing. So yeah, this is obviously a big game for us. The Crew, obviously, they're kind of like in the same boat as we are. They're kind of like hovering right in the red line area. So, you know, they're not the toughest opponent we're going to be facing in the East. I expect us to get 3 points in this game. Now, of course, the team sheet hasn't been announced yet. Once, of course, the team's announced, I will, of course, be back announcing the teams. Right, the team have just been announced, and it looks like we are going to go back with the 3-5-2. Only one changes in the lineup. Dawkins is coming off. Thank goodness for that. And Thompson is coming back in the starting 11. So that is pretty much the only change for this game. In terms, of course, the prediction of this game, like I said, it's a must-win game. And I'm going to pretty much go with the same prediction I made from last week. And that is, I think we're going to win it 2-1 here. And yeah, as usual, come on, you Quakes. Let's get ourselves a crucial win.
Take part in my life, my love, that is my dream. Life is but a dream, it's what you make it, always try to give.
Your Quakes in a row on August 12th when they travel to Houston to take on the Dynamo. Tune in with Nick Lima and your number 23, Florian. Midfielder, number 22, Tommy. Midfielder, number 17, Darwin. And forward, number 8, Chris.
This is where they're dangerous. Come on, Imperiale, get to it. Get to it. Oh my goodness. Imperiale, why did you not get to that? Oh, thank goodness nobody got there. But Imperial, you should have got to that ball. Oh, and you miscontrolled it. Oh my goodness, Salinas, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Salinas completely wrong-footed there, and the ball played it right back into the box, and there was a crew player right there, and he completely flopped it. Oh, we play it short. Oh! We can't even execute a trick play. Oh my goodness, this first half has been an absolute fucking joke. All right, here we go. Here's the cross. Oh, I just couldn't get there. Here's Tommy, though. Here's Tommy. Tommy, oh! It is wide, and I think it took a deflection, so it's going to be another corner. Here we go. Another chance. Here's the cross. Oh! Good save from the keeper. I think if he would have hit that a little bit harder, then that might went in, but it was a good reaction from their keeper. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Tommy versus the world. And it is coming right back to Lima. Lima with the shot. Oh! Is it in? Oh my goodness. Oh! I thought that went in. Let's go. Nice touch there from Salinas. Come on. Into Arena. Come on, cross it, Arena. Oh, yeah! Arena! Off the post and into the back of the net. 1-0 Quakes gets in. Come on.
At the end of the first half, your San Jose Earthquakes lead Columbus Crew SC 1-0.
So it's halftime. Quakes 1, Crew 0. It hasn't been a pretty first half. I mean, the first 20 minutes, I mean, the team looked really, really dead, and it looked like it was a similar performance to the first half when we played against the Rapids. But then things started to pick up. Our attack finally started clicking, and we had one moment of genius, and we scored the goal. So yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the 1-0 lead here in halftime. The question now is, can we get that second goal? Because that was the biggest problem in the last game against the Rapids, where when we did get that first goal, we were unable to put the second one away and unable to kill the game. So it'll be very interesting to see here in the second half, can they kill this game off and get all 3 points? Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. There we go, Tommy. There we go, Tommy. Tommy Thompson. Oh, that was too selfish from Tommy. That was a little bit too selfish, but why not? Have a go outside the 18. Maybe sometime we'll be in the back of the net. Okay. There we go, into Thompson. Come on, Thompson. Come on, Thompson. Yeah! What's best, Thompson's cross or Wando's tap and finish? But it's 2-0, gets in, come on! There we go, right, we got an advantage, there we go. Here's the early ball, oh, that didn't quite work out so well. Right, here's the cross, oh no! Oh my goodness, and guess what? Guess what, guys? We give up out of a corner. It was eventually gonna happen. It was eventually gonna happen.
The guy got in for 4 minutes.
And, yep, it's now 2-1. There's just always something about us, just cannot stop conceding corners, right? Bring a substitution, Vaco is coming in, and Arena is coming off. Thanks, come on, let's go. Here we go. Come on, this is Vaco, I think. Here we go. Crosses in. Into Vaco! How the fuck did we not make that free? Honestly, how the fuck did we not make that free? Come on, come on. Here's Mule. Jackson Mule. He's gonna play it. It's you! Bucko! To be fair, it was a good save from the goalkeeper, and wow! I'll tell you what, Bucko is probably the most unluckiest player right now because he should have had at least 2 goals, but it was, what a save that is from the keeper.
Our fourth official has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage.
Nice touch from Bucko. Here's the shot! Oh, off the post again! Oh my goodness! That's twice! Now it's off the post. Oh my goodness! This might be it. Is this it? Yes, it is! Oh man, that was nerve-wracking, but we won. So it just finished. Quakes 2, Columbus Crew 1. Wow, what a finish that is. I mean, first of all, we hit the bar twice in the last 10 minutes, and how in the world did we not get the 3rd goal? I have no idea. And then there was a couple of times we almost conceded that 2nd goal, and I'll tell you what, it was a pretty dramatic kind of ending to this game. But still, we won it 2-1, and I also got my prediction right again. But obviously, this is a very crucial 3 points, and you know, obviously, there's still works need to be done, especially the finishing. I know I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. We got to do a better job in terms of finishing because this should have been easily 3 or 4 goals instead of just 2-1. And yeah, obviously, the next game is going to be pretty tough. We have to play against the Dynamos on the road. And, you know, the next 5 games, we're going to be playing on a row a lot. So I think if we're going to have any chance of making the playoffs, we got to pick up some points on the road. That is going to be very key. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Gonna play at center. Hits it! Yeah! Yes! It's about fucking time! Oh my goodness! What a shot that is from Lima! It's about fucking time we score!